Fans of the early 90s Little Rascals reboot will recall the gangly, lovable child who captured our hearts with his one-of-a-kind cow look. But since then, Bug Hall, the actor who played Alfalfa, grew up, grew a beard, and settled down. Let's check out exactly what he's been up to since he ditched those adorable suspenders. Sup, LiLo? Back when she was still a fresh-faced Disney star, Lindsay Lohan starred opposite Hall in Disney Channel's Get a Clue. Lohan portrayed the classic rich, popular girl who falls in love with Hall's character, the adorable nerd she once despised. Though Hall had yet to fully transform into his lumber-sexual look, which BuzzFeed describes as a dude who sports flannel and a beard, but doesn't actually make a living chopping wood, he had already become almost unrecognizable from his Little Rascal days. PB and ew. Hall completely shed his child star persona with a lead role in American Pie Presents: The Book of Love. During an interview with Crave Online, Hall described returning original American Pie star Eugene Levy as a sort of mentor throughout the experience. But there was another bonus for Hall, who at the time of the shoot was in his early 20s.
Naked women, right? I mean, hey, it's work, and there's boobs in my face. I don't know if you can really complain about that.
Straight adult male status confirmed. He's a wild hog. In August 2013, Hall tweeted about his first motorcycle accident, which he had in 2003. He broke 17 bones, and yet he still got back on his hog. In fact, Hall is a lifelong enthusiast who claims that he's totaled 12 of the 16 bikes he's owned, according to People, and his passion for them hasn't downshifted since he got his first bike at 14 years old. He told the mag, "I've been cross-country 10-plus times, then halfway across cross-country 40 times or so." And perhaps unsurprisingly, in early 2016, Hall landed the role of Arthur Davidson in the Discovery Channel miniseries, Harley and the Davidsons. Pay to play. Playing one of the founders of Harley-Davidson was not only a dream role for Hall, but one he was seemingly born to play. But the shoot wasn't exactly a smooth ride. Set in the early 1900s, the miniseries features many early model bikes that weren't equipped with modern safety features like, brakes. Hall told Hemmings Daily that his own ignorance about the dangerous nature of the bikes resulted in a broken collarbone. But he was still revved up about the experience, telling Collider, "I will always bring these associations when I hear any motorcycle, but especially when I hear or see any Harley-Davidsons." Bearded Bug. Years before Justin Timberlake rebranded himself as Man of the Woods, Hall and a bunch of other woodsman cosplayers donned plaid shirts, a glop of beard oil, and gave birth to the lumber-sexual look. And when the kid who played Alfalfa reappears years later, looking like the offspring of Paul Bunyan and a Brooklyn barber, the internet breaks. Hall has since gone back to the clean-shaven look, but don't worry, he's still just as manly as when he rocked a sweet face fro. He put a ring on it. According to Us Weekly, Hall wed Jill Marie DeGroff in February 2017. He commemorated the occasion on Instagram with one particularly sweet caption that read, "Experiencing the world with a new candle by my side has been, so far, the greatest joy of my life. That is, until baby made 3. Poppa Bug." Hall and his wife welcomed their first child, a baby girl, in November 2017. Hall announced the pregnancy, writing, "Our little rascal is about 6 centimeters, but I love this tiny living human person already." And the doting dad hasn't stopped posting about his little girl, including side-by-side comparison shots of his daughter and Alfalfa, writing, "Yep, she's mine." Lone Star at heart. Though he headed for Hollywood when he was just 9 years old, Hall is originally a Texan who still clearly calls the Lone Star State home. Hall said that even though he no longer lives there, in his heart he'll always be a Longhorn. He told the Star-Telegram, "My family lives in Weatherford. I love nothing better than sitting out on my granddad's property and watching the sun go down over the hills. That's home to me." Master of his domain. In a 2016 interview on WCIU morning show, You and Me, Hall revealed that he takes time away from Tinseltown to focus on his company.
I write as well, and so my agents are always annoyed because I take these huge 2-year, sort of sabbaticals to go write and focus on my company.
He also mentioned his production company twice in an interview with Hemmings Daily, saying, "Several of my buddies and I decided to take time off to start a company, and we all agreed to not accept any acting roles in order to spend more of our time writing and developing our own story ideas." Hall has yet to post any writing or producing credits to his IMDb, but he says, "I think that if you have a passion for something, you should just do that something." Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.